Cindric has gapped it a little bit, up by 1.2 on Ty Gibbs, who's making his first ever Xfinity Series start in this race. And he's run very successfully. Won a stage earlier, stage 2. Now trying to pressure one of the best road course racers in the Xfinity Series and defending Xfinity champion, for goodness sake, Austin Cindric. Cindric trying to make it back-to-back wins to start 2021 like Ben Rhodes did in the Truck Series last night. And overall would be 3 wins in a row, including that championship win at Phoenix to wrap up 2020. Cindric has had a dominant car today, but had a minor setback. Looked like a major setback when it happened at the end of stage 1 when A.J. Allmendinger came down on him coming to the line to end the first stage. Ended up sending Allmendinger into the infield grass. He crashed out. Cindric had some damage on his left front fender. It's still there, but he's worked his way back up. He's had the fastest car all day, and now he's got himself in good track position to win this race, coming to 4 laps to go this time. His acceleration hasn't really been that up to par ever since the damage because he slid into a couple of corners. But because he's in the lead, he's used much less brakes than his counterpart Ty Gibbs has in his first start. He may have used up all of his brakes trying to challenge him throughout the last couple of laps, and that's allowed Cindric to extend that lead to just over a second. Harrison Burton currently running in the 3rd spot, last year's Xfinity Rookie of the Year. Good run for him. Justin Haley in 4th. I was thinking a couple of laps ago when Haley was right up with those two that he's going to find a way to win this race if those two tangled. Justin Haley arguably has the best luck of any NASCAR driver that's out there. Something always happens to somebody up front, and Justin Haley finds a way to win. And how about Myatt Snyder? Myatt Snyder running in 5th. Nice job by that number 2 Richard Childress team. He's been solidly running top 5. Maybe not a dominant driver today, but solid top 5 effort. Daniel Hemrick was leading earlier. He's running in 6th. He still has not won a NASCAR race in his career in any of the 3 major touring series: Trucks, Xfinity, or Cup. Top 10 rounded out by Justin Allgaier, Ryan Sieg, Preston Pardis, and Jeremy Clements, the pride of Spartanburg, South Carolina, in the upstate. If Ty can just maintain striking distance and not let Cindric get away too far, he's got a chance at winning this thing, as the 74 has got trouble in the infield. Bailey Curry, that tire's down. Can he be able to make it to pit road? That's a long, long way to go. Yeah, that's something NASCAR's going to be looking for, according to Joey Logano. Is there tire debris on the racetrack? If there is, they will throw the yellow. Let's just hope the overtime, if we do have one, isn't as exasperating as it was last night in the Truck Series. We had to go through 3 different attempts, and overall for me, 5 different finish reaction clips edited together. I actually had to edit one of those clips out to be able to provide my content of finish reactions to all countries. It was my video was blocked in some countries, obviously because of NASCAR claiming the race content, and rightfully so. This is their race. This is Fox's broadcast. I claim no ownership here. I'm just being the race fan, getting my reactions to these races, and Curry is really slow, and that tire has come off. This is going to bring out the caution. Imagine that we don't see a caution here, and Cindric And there it is.
Oh my goodness.
That was inevitable. And there's Preston Bardis. He was running in 9th. That's probably the real reason why the caution's out. So now what happens? Another overtime, another hectic restart, another turn 1. Everybody's going to be coming down pit road to get fresh rubber and fuel. It is going to get hectic. Cindric, Gibbs, Burton, Haley, Snyder, or someone else in the back. Things are about to get intense here. This is going to get juicy. The guys that stayed out, Ryan Sieg, Myatt Snyder, Jeb Burton, Brandon Jones, Andy Lally, Brett Moffitt, Stephen Light, Greg Alding, Kyle Weatherman. Justin Haley took fuel only, followed by Cindric and Ty Gibbs. Heading to NASCAR overtime, we'll take the green, then we'll come back around and take the white. If we do, next flag ends the race. If not, like last night, we'll do it again and again and again until the rooster crows, until we get a clean restart. But the fact does not change that once we do take the white, next flag ends the whole thing, whether it's the caution or the checkered. Turn 1, all heck's gonna break loose. I can tell you that right now. That's the only thing I can predict. Out of the final chicane, pace car gonna make the hard left turn onto pit road. Attempt number 1 at overtime, presented by Credit One Bank. Let's move. Cindric already diving down low. Whoa. Sieg goes into the dirt. Jeb Burton is now in the race lead as Sieg is trying to control it, and Brett Moffitt's in the dirt. And we got a big wreck heading into the corner here. Big time crash here. That's going to bring out the yellow. That was hectic. Ty Gibbs gets himself up to 3rd. Cindric up to 5th as the 61 was involved in that crash. Myatt Snyder, he has a tire down. That ends his night. Or at least prevents him from getting a good finish. Here's the replay of the restart once again. You knew the guys on fresh tires were going to send it big time going into turn 1, in which they did. Ty Gibbs high, Austin Cindric low. Then Sieg overshoots the corner. They're still 3 wide and 4 wide.
I thought this was the end of Ty Gibbs. As they came off this corner, they're all touching each other. Oh, gosh, he's in the
then contact there with Brett Moffitt. And then guys get turned behind the pack.
And the grass is so wet because of all the rain we've had here in Daytona over the last week or 10 days.
Kind of like how the area near Darlington Raceway has had a lot of rain. I was washing my granddad's F-150 this afternoon, and it was muddy. I had to be sure I wasn't tracking in mud into my house with my shoes. I still think Justin Haley's going to find a way to upset his way to a race win somehow. But we'll have to see what happens here as double overtime next. Earnhardt, Ruttman, Rudd, Labonte, Kurt Busch. The 5 drivers that have won in their first ever NASCAR Xfinity Series start. Ty Gibbs has a chance to do this very same thing right here.
The one thing I would say about all those guys, though, they were cup drivers that then came and won in Xfinity.
Right now, the guys are trying to figure out their lineup positions. The Fox leaderboard currently has Jeb Burton, Brandon Jones, Andy Lally, Ty Gibbs, Austin Cindric, the top 5, followed by Hemrick, Allgaier, Brown, Weatherman, and Moffitt. Not sure what NASCAR is going to say about the lineup as they're trying to figure out their positions once we get back to the start-finish line to start our second attempt at overtime. Remember, the choose cone does not come into effect until next week at Homestead. And there's Noah Gragson, currently running in 13th. He started the race on pit road because they initially could not get any power to his race car. Took the wave around at the end of stage 2, got the free pass with the caution to force the first overtime. Now all that crazy racing has got him up to the 13th spot. And if we have more hectic racing here in this second overtime, which I know we will, he might have a shot at winning this thing from the outset. As AJ Allmendinger's got more problems with his race car. He was competing early with Austin Cindric early in this race, but a incident in stage 1 caused his night and hopes of winning this race to be dashed. We've still got guys jockeying for position in the back, 3 wide, as we're coming to the final chicane. And I think I can smell supper cooking in the kitchen. You know what else is cooking? NASCAR action at the Daytona Road Course. The pace car is about to turn onto pit road. There it goes. Overtime presented by Credit One Bank Beta. Will this be Omega? Good restart from Jeb Burton as here comes Ty Gibbs on that low side. Into the dirt. Gibbs is all the way up to second. Pressuring Jeb Burton. Now here comes Gibbs on the low side. He's going to have the preferred lane and the tires. Ty Gibbs to the lead as we've got a spin. There goes the 2 JRM cars of Allgaier and Gregson. We'll have to wait to see if all those guys keep going. Cindric has worked his way up to 3rd. This race ain't over yet. Daniel Hemrick trying to enter his way back into contention here. I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. He has not won a single NASCAR race in any touring series up to this point. Jeb Burton hanging in there in 2nd. Does not have the tires or the race car, but he's trying to salvage a good finish. Trying to keep Austin Cindric at bay for 2nd. And I saw lights there, but that may have been from the interstate. Cindric to 2nd. Can the 22 motor down the 54?
He's fired up. I think that was Austin. He's ready to get going in there.
This is going to turn into one heck of a finish right here. But the question is, though, can we make it to the white flag so we can let them race?
He doesn't have that rabbit like we talked about out there.
Out of the final chicane. Cindric trying to close on Ty Gibbs. White flag. Next flag ends the race. Can the defending champion Cindric close? Ty Gibbs trying to win his first Xfinity Series race in his first ever start. Cindric trying to make it 3 in a row overall. Right-handed corner. A little bit of distance there. 3 wide for 3rd between Jeb Burton, Brandon Jones, and Daniel Hemrick. Cindric needs to stay within striking distance to have a chance at him. Remember, he's got that right front damage to his fender. Coming up onto the high banks, NASCAR 1 and 2. I'm just not sure if Cindric is close enough to be able to make a move. Pretty big gap for Gibbs. Coach Joe Gibbs watching closely. Family kin.
Probably more than Ty's.
Ty cannot make a mistake.
Child out there on the big track doing this. What a amazing feeling that must be.
Cindric trying to stay close.
Getting through all the challenges.
Off the rumble strip, doing anything he can to try to close ground. But I'm just not sure if it's going to be enough.
And now turns 13 and 14.
Gibbs just needs to be flawless in the last chicane.
His grandfather is a legend. And
He's going to do it.
18 years old, he's gonna
In his first ever Xfinity Series start, career win number 1 for Ty Gibbs comes at the Daytona Road Course.
Unbelievable.
What a run.
Any of us would have thought that coming in today. And now the Hall of Famer, Joe Gibbs, can take a deep breath.
That's why you got to watch these races. You know, before the race started, we thought it was going to be a 2-car race between Allmendinger and
Cindric second, Daniel Hemrick third. That first NASCAR win will still have to wait for him. Brandon Jones and Jeb Burton round out the top 5, followed by Harrison, Paludo, Brown, Justin Haley, and Jeremy Clements squeaking out a top 10.
experienced as much as Austin is in this series. You know, he had the reigning champion behind him in that Penske Ford and was able to hold him off. Very impressive.
21 wins now for Chris Gale in the Xfinity Series.
Chris Gale making his return to the Xfinity Series after working with Eric Jones over the last couple of years. Scored a couple of Cup wins with him.
Of racing.
But a big-time upset win for Ty Gibbs in the 54. First start, first win. The win percentage is up to 100%.
Let's watch this restart here. You see
Here's the final restart for you.
Burton really able to jump out. Right there, starts
Jeb Burton jumps out.
get blood.
Ty Gibbs jumps down low to try to gain some spots. He gets into the dirt, but the splitter stayed on.
Goes through the third, still hangs on.
Jones goes high. That allows Gibbs to take over second as the caboodle goes on behind him, and then he just drives up alongside Jeb Burton and gets past him.
Well, Coach Gibbs, you have been a part of a number of huge wins in your racing career, your football career. Do any of them match up to this right now?
Well, really, when it's your grandson like that, I said Coy has guided Ty through his whole racing career. I wish he could be here. Heather's upstairs. I'm thrilled. I don't know what to say, really. When it's your grandson, it's definitely different. And I thank the Lord for getting this opportunity. I want to thank Monster, who's been right with Ty the whole way, Rodney, Mitch, and I want to say thanks to Toyota for all they've done for us. So it's like a dream come true for our family. Pat, everybody back home, Mom, thank you. I'll be checking in with you. I don't know what to say.
Nearly speechless, Coach Gibbs.
Coach Gibbs speechless as Ty does his celebration on the front stretch.
The Gibbs family.
And
But tonight,
my condolences to Diet Dew Hunter 88.
first career start.
Sent some social media shots towards Ty Gibbs in the offseason. Ended up getting blocked by Ty on social media, and looks like he's won that battle. So, Diet Dew Hunter 88, wherever you are, my condolences to you, as Ty's stuck in the mud.
I just can't believe, to watch something like that happen in his first start. Congratulations to them.
You know, if you pick up the paper and see that Ty wins, you don't understand how good of a job he's done. Not only did he get better on the racetrack, turn by turn, lap by lap, but coming down pit road.
Gibbs will get out of the car,
He said, Joey, restarts.
soak it all in,
He just got better and better throughout the entire day.
and celebrate.
Learned how to be up there, and he didn't get there because the other two had an accident. He would have been there with him, I think, if they were running. He got better and faster throughout the day.
Definitely. Now I think he's stuck in the grass.
Looks like the camera crew is out there with Ty Gibbs.
I thought a tie
I don't think it's set in for him yet.
four car. Yeah. Ty Dillon. Instead, it's Ty Gibbs, and they may both win because Dillon was so strong here last week. Jamie Little is down there.
Jamie Little of Fox Sports is going to get an interview with the young stud.
In his Xfinity Series debut. Ty, we've seen how talented you are in the ARCA Menard Series, but you jumped up 2 classes. What you did tonight, you've never done a live stop. You've never turned a lap in one of these cars. How do you describe what just happened?
You know, I just can't think anybody or everybody right now. Just really, this is like a dream come true to me. So, you know, this is awesome. I can't do burnouts. That's one thing I cannot do at all. But, no, I just can't thank everybody. This is a dream come true to me. You know, I really didn't think I had it there and kind of fought back and we won. Just thank you to Monster Energy and everybody. I don't even know what's going on.
Ty, what do you have to say about your dad, your grandfather who was just watching on that said this is one of the biggest moments in his career? What do you have to say to your family?
You know, the family's everything to me. You know, they do so much for me, and you know, I just can't thank them enough. And this is just amazing. This is a dream come true. You know, it's all the man above. And I'm sorry I'm a wreck. I didn't even think this was gonna happen at all. So, you know,
Completely understandable.
I can't thank everybody watching, and you know, and last week I had a terrible interview, and I just want to apologize for everybody. I just can't thank everybody enough. This is just amazing.
It's a special place. Victory.
Emotions running in Central Florida.
And Jamie, outstanding job. Jamie Little ran like a marathon to get to him for that interview, so we appreciate the hustle. Now to Regan Smith.
Well, a second-place finisher in this race, Austin Cindric. Austin, we got to talk about what happened on the end of the first stage there, the contact coming to the line, the damage to the car. I got to imagine that didn't help as the night went on.
Yeah, certainly not. Obviously, I don't want to be racing to a stage probably that aggressive. Like I said, I'd love to see a replay. Just hopefully we can avoid something like that because obviously AJ and I, we're going to be, you know, fighting for a win later today. So I hate to be able to do that much damage to our PPG Ford Mustang that early. It just seemed like he was trying to block whether if he didn't know if I was there or not. Sucks it's over with, but hey, we salvaged a great day out of it. Congratulations to Ty. That's obviously really cool. That interview was really special. Congrats to him and his family. And P2, I'll take it.
Thanks, Austin.
Good start to the year for Austin Cindric, who was the youngest ever.
Some congratulations from other competitors. And we'll move on to the Cup race tomorrow.